for a 9-second passage. Back from the Mopar Nationals finally. This thing here followed us home. My buddy Kale, the guy I bought the 63 Dodge off of, which it's actually been sold. It's in Fayetteville right now, but that car, if somebody was interested in that black 63, it is for sale. The guy I sold it to, he's more of a Chevy guy, but he wanted to run nostalgia super stock and he wanted the Mopar to do it in, but I guess he called me the other day and said he found something else. He didn't tell me what it was, but he asked me if I knew anybody that might still be interested in that 63. I told him, I said, I'd just relist it for you. I said, you know, a lot of people was interested in it, but just nobody had any cash in hand. So it's relisted again, the 63 Dodge, but we picked this one up at the Nationals from the same guy I bought the 63 Dodge from, my buddy Kale. This is a pretty solid old 64. It's a pretty neat old car. It's got still got the push button in it. I mean, it's really pretty solid. I mean, it's had all new AMD floor pans put in it. I mean, so it probably had some rust in the floor pans evidently, but I don't like the quarters, and I mean, it's just like surface rust. All the rear end's been changed over to a newer style B body. It's got all the correct thread lug nuts on it now. I mean, the roof is just straight as it can be. I mean, the interior ain't too bad. It needs carpet. I mean, it's got door panels. They're not too bad, but I think it's got the wrong armrest on. I think this takes a different armrest on them or something, but I don't know. That's fine for right now, but it's got all new AMD pans in it. I guess all the wiring under the dash, it's got a brand new complete under the dash wiring for it. It's not hooked up yet, so I got to go through that before I go running it or whatever, but we got to get it all sorted out, get it straightened up. Now, let's see, on the back, all the pans and stuff. But it's the heater box ain't in it, but it's not bad for 64. Just needs cleaned up. I'm trying to debate whether to try to clean this paint up for now or just go ahead and put it in primer. But I think I'm gonna try to clean the paint up first, see what it looks like, get some stuff to clean this rust off with, and just leave it like it is for a minute. It does got a, Kale said it's a 66 440 in it. So, but all the new wiring is still laid in there. None of it's hooked up yet, but it's all brand new. So I'm just waiting on an electronic 440 distributor. Take this point distributor out, and I got to get an ignition switch for it. I don't know if anybody out there may have an ignition switch with a key for 64. If you do, maybe leave something in the comments. I would be interested in it. But he was trying to, he had it running by, he was hot wiring. He didn't have any of these wires hooked up, but it doesn't have a key or the ignition switch, I guess. So, yeah, we're gonna just try to get this fired up and play around with it a little bit. Might take it and run it in nostalgia super stock. I did get one of Sled City's AFX scoops for it. I might put it on there. And this fender here, I've got some paint that kind of matches the body. I think I'm gonna try to paint it the same color or something, see what it looks like. But this fender that's on here, that's the same color paint underneath that blue, but that looks like a Fury fender though, because it's got the trim holes in it. So I'd say it's not the original fender to the car, but it's not too bad really. I mean, it's not all. It's got all brand new front suspension. It's got some Raider wheels on the front. Both my buddies, Dwayne and JR, they're both crying over these front wheels, so I don't know what to do about that. But I'm just gonna have to put them up till one or the other decides they don't want them, because I'm gonna get in the middle of that. Because I got a set of Lumistars I'm gonna put on the front of it, and then I'm gonna find some for the rear, buy some new ones for the rear. But now I'm pretty happy with the wagon. It's pretty clean. Just a little bit of surface rust. I mean, that roof is nice and flat. I don't know, I like the 64. But I think I'm gonna just try to clean a little bit of this up, and if I don't like it, if I don't like this color after it's cleaned up, then I'm either gonna maybe just go ahead and paint it, or just go ahead and prime it. I don't know. I just want to get it running first and try to get it to the track before the end of the year or something. But we did I did score a nice rear end off my buddy Casey. He had this rear end for sale up there, and it's an A-body. It's got a 410 sure grip in it. It's got strange axles, 5/8 studs. I mean, it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna put it under it, and that'll wake it up, because it's only got a 294 in it now. And then I got my front Lumistars I'll put on it. So, debating on the Lumistars. I don't know. I kind of like the dark centered torque thrust, but I don't really like that wheel. But I think it looks really good on a 64. But I like the dark centered. It's kind of similar to the front rim. It's similar to that, but it's like the dark centered, and it's kind of like polished on the outside lip of it. But yeah, I'm gonna waiting on my distributor to come. I'm gonna get it fired up and get this wiring laid out, and we'll just try to clean it up till I get to the distributor. My buddy 4-door Larry, I'm supposed to meet him at the geezer race up at Killcare Sunday. I think he's gonna bring me a distributor, so I'll put it in here and change these wires, the plug wires, and just all this new wiring should be able to lay it out and shouldn't have any wiring issues. So this motor, it needs degrease. He said this motor only had 58,000 original miles on it. So, but she looks pretty dirty, but I might pressure wash it and clean it up a little bit. So, but I just want to give you a heads up of what's going on with the channel. This one here, we'll probably have it ready to go before my 64 Dodge. It's still kind of sitting in limbo. I still haven't got the motor that I want for it yet. So we still got to do a little bit of fab work on it yet. But it's just kind of sitting. But we're gonna get back on it. But for now, well, you know what? This does got I didn't even notice that, but it does got an ignition switch with keys. I don't know, I have to call Kel and ask him about that. I thought he said he didn't have the keys to it, but might just be able to hook everything up, and it might be alright. So, but yeah. I might go down tomorrow, and I got to get some stuff from my 64. I'm going to get my shifter and tranny and stuff, and some things I'm going to put on this car, change out. We're going to take the push button out of this car, because it's leaking fluid pretty bad. I don't know if it's any good or not, but Dwayne wants this tranny and stuff for the 63 Plymouth that I sold him. And I want to change it all over, change the rear end, and put a good drive shaft in it, and shifter, and I mean, I like the push button stuff, but I want to run this car nostalgia super stock, and I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a push button transmission, rebuilding it and trying to get a converter and all that crap for it. So we're just going to change it out, let Dwayne have the push button stuff for his 63. He's just making a driver out of it for his woman. So, but yeah, we'll get some more videos of this. I'll get it fired up and cleaned up, and you guys can check it out, and so let me know what you think of it. See if you know, this will be a good one for nostalgia super stock. I'm not even going to put a cage or nothing in it. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to run below 1149, so I'm just going to leave it just like it is. I'm not mini tubbing it. The worst thing I'm going to do to it is change the rear end out in it, put that A-body rear end in it, and change the tranny and the drive shaft out in it, and the shifter for now anyway. So, but I just want to get another video out to you and let you see what we did at the Nationals, and it was a pretty good time at the Nationals this year. Dwayne did really good in his CUDA. I mean, they got it kind of sorted out a little bit more. I think Schaefer was helping them get it down, get it worked out, and well, all the misfits and Schaefer and everybody was really helping Dwayne out this year. And I think they got the CUDA down to a 1006, and that's moving on for that car. He just put a 410 in it, took the 56 out, but he got it down to a 1006. So he's cranking on that car. And we'll be, I guess we're going to Norwalk, not this coming weekend. We're going to the Geezers race this weekend just to go. We're not racing or nothing, but we're going to the Geezers race, and then the next weekend we're going to Norwalk. So hopefully, you know, everything works out and we'll get a run, and there'll be a lot of cars up there, and all the misfits will be there, and it'll be a good time as usual. So, but for now, that's all we got, and we'll see you on the next video, and we'll keep the videos coming, and we're going to go over and see Dwayne and check out the CUDA, because he was going to do some stuff on it on the front end of it, and we'll see what he's doing. And he was getting ready to put the front suspension under the Hemi car. We're going to check it out, all the QA1 stuff he's putting under it. So, but I'll quit rambling here, but just keep liking, sharing, and subscribing, and just keep watching if you're into these wagons and CUDAs. And oh, and another thing, sorry, the last video, the 66 wagon, the JR's, we took it up there and run it, and he only got to make one. I think he made a time trial pass, but then he made one pass in it. It went a 1075, but it dropped off 3/10. I guess what we're thinking, the Dana, Papa Joe told us that the Dana, you can't really push the car. It's like it's locking up or whatever when we took the drive shaft and everything out. But he thinks the Dana, the pinions set in it too deep, and you can't push that car at all. So we're going to have to pull the Dana out of it and get it checked out. But Casey hooked him up with another 456, so that really helped him out. So we're going to get it back in the car, and maybe I don't know if he's taking it to Norwalk, or I'd say we'll probably take it to Clay City, if not Norwalk. But I just wanted to let you know about it. But that thing wheelied pretty good. He launched that thing. He was running off a tranny brake, but for what that car is, the motor that's in it, that thing's running pretty damn good. So hopefully we'll get it fixed here maybe the next week or so and get to take it back out, because that thing, it's really coming to life. So, but anyways, I'll get off here, let you go, and we'll see you on the next one. We'll do a little bit of work to this 64, and we'll get going on it. But we're out for now. See ya.